Hi, everybody, and welcome to this year's virtual arts banquet. We hope you all are doing well and are excited to be here tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm David and I'm a grade 11 student. You've probably seen me behind the drum kit playing for my art, senior band, or jazz band, or you might have heard my voice on Sky Radio.
And my name is Jackie Nguyen, and I'm a grade 10 student. This year, I was involved in Sky Radio, pop choir, my art, and even played one of my original songs at the coffee house.
In the next hour, you can expect heartfelt personal messages, spectacular performances, and an award ceremony recognizing the most dedicated students who've participated in the arts this year. Prepare to be entertained.
We also have our live chat open where we encourage you to interact with each other and leave some of your positive feedback for us.
We hope everyone enjoys reminiscing fond memories from this year, and we look forward to creating even greater ones next year.
Before we get the banquet started, we have a few personal messages from our staff and our students.
Hi everyone, it's Mr. Klein. I just wanted to send a big congratulations to you've achieved in the arts at Huron this year. When we plan events in student activities and the leadership program, honestly, the artsies are the heart and soul of what we plan. Everything from Sky Radio promoting the events to the talent that you bring to the assemblies, the coffee houses, and so much more. You breathe life and creativity into Huron Heights. And for that, in student activities, we are very, very, very appreciative of that. And honestly, I can't wait to see what talent you bring back to Huron Heights when we start school again. Enjoy the Arts Banquet, and I hope to see you all real soon.
Arts at Huron have played such a huge part of my high school experience. I'm sad to see it go, but I am so thankful for all of these opportunities. Thank you to all my teachers and all my friends who made it so memorable.
Music is important to me. I mean, you get the chance to make some real nice sounds, most of the time with others, and you just can't deny that there's something inherently special about that. You just can't.
Hey guys, and fellow art enthusiasts. So this is the Arts Banquet, as we know it now. One sec. Sorry about that. Just had to get some things in order. So anyways, I just wanted to say I'm proud of everybody for getting through this really difficult time, and I hope everyone has a great time at this Arts Banquet that we're going to virtually, and I hope to see everybody in September. Bye!
Thank you all for your personal messages. Also, Miss Rapson, could I borrow some of that tape from my 3 siblings? They've been driving me crazy during quarantine. Anyways, we just wanted to say how grateful we are for you and your support throughout this entire school year.
Now, let's get on with the show. Did you know how many arts-related clubs and teams we had at Huron this year? At least 10. And that does not include the class events like the senior plays and art shows and sales that happen every single year. Plus, the arts events that happened or are happening as of now online, such as the drum production, the Laramie Project, which was aired last Thursday, and the Arts Banquet, which is happening, of course, right now.
Whoa, 10 clubs. That's incredible. I was so lucky to be a part of a lot of them, but sad to say that I missed out on some others.
No worries, Jackie. Here's a video recap of all the events and clubs that happened this year. Wow, what an incredible year we've had. Even though it was cut short by over 3.5 months, we still managed to pack a lot of great events. We have so many talented students at Huron. It just makes me so proud to be a Husky.
What about you, audience? What were some of your favorite events this year? Type some into the chat.
Okay, so under my question about if it's pronounced Yas or Yas, where I did not get a response, unfortunately. Everybody's really appreciating the art. There's a lot of my art fans in the chat. Everybody's just having a good time in the chat.
Awesome. Well, David, it's that time in the broadcast for our amazing arts teachers to announce the awards in each of the subject areas. Starting off the award ceremony, we will hear from our dedicated drama teachers. They had quite the productive year.
I couldn't agree more. The fall drama show called A Voice in the Dark, A Salem Story by Elizabeth Downing was directed by Mrs. Tupling, Mr. Deere, and Miss Adesso. And the spring show, The Laramie Project, was broadcast online just last Thursday. It was directed by Mr. Ashley and Miss Adesso.
Here are Mr. Ashley and Mrs. Tupling to present this year's drama awards.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Arts Banquet. I'm Mr. Ashley.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Tupling.
And we miss you guys. We'd rather be doing this in person, but we're here to present a couple awards. So I'm going to start off by having Miss Tupling present the first set of awards, and I'm going to be back later to present the Improv Awards.
The first set of drama awards are the Certificates of Achievement. In order to receive this award, the candidate must have taken 3 curricular drama courses and have participated in at least one extracurricular drama activity during their time at Huron. Our award winners are Lance A., Maddie C., Mackenzie I., Ryan M., Liam M., Brooklyn M., Elijah M., Ingrid P., Ethan S., Jacob S., Sarah S., Liam S., and Sarah W. Our next award is the Certificate of Recognition. This award is reserved for students who have not met the criteria for a Certificate of Achievement, but have made a significant contribution to the drama department at Huron Heights. Our award winners are Sophie G., Molly K., Erin L., and Anna M. Congratulations to everyone.
Awards that are specifically for the improv team. Every year I recognize my captains with a C that they can put on their jersey, akin to the C that you put on a hockey jersey. Those will be presented to our captains as soon as it's safe to do so. And the recipients this year are from the junior team, Davis G, and from the senior team, Liam M and Liam S. I'm also going to be presenting 3 assistant awards. We'll get a capital A in the same vein, and those will be presented from the junior team, Victor S, and from the senior team, Ashley A and Stefan B. Every year we present the Upstart Pup Award. The Upstart Pup Award is presented to a new member to the team that shows the most growth over the course of the year and makes a huge contribution to their team. This year we have a winner from our junior team and a winner from our senior team. Winning the award for the junior team is Katie P. Winning the award from the senior team is Jordan K. The final award of the night is the Charter Member Award. It is the most prestigious award offered to a member of the improv team. The Charter Member Award goes to somebody who's been a member of improv for 4 years of their high school career and has shown a lot of growth over their time on the team. And finally, in their last couple of years, who takes on a strong leadership role. This year we have one winner. The student receiving this award is a born improviser and comedian who will go out of his way to cheer people up and raise group morale. Liam came to us not in his own volition as a grade 9 student, but as a sacrifice from his older brother who wanted to get me off his back as I kept trying to recruit him to the improv team. He joined the club for a little while and was invited to the grade 9 invitational tournament at the end of the year, where he was centered out for a personal best award. He came and joined the team next year and became part of the infamous Liam's group, who brought some of the most creative, fun, silly physical humor to the stage and quickly became an improv mainstay. With his fellow Liam, he co-led his team to tie their best ever placement as a co-captain in his grade 12 year. As a student, he participates enthusiastically and has a knack for rallying his classmates and getting them to try fun things. His outgoing personality, warmth, and enthusiasm have made him the heart of the team, and we're going to miss him next year.
We're back. If you're just tuning in to the live Arts Banquet broadcast, we just heard the drama teachers announce their awards for Best Acting this year. Thank you, Mr. Ashley and Mrs. Tupling, for all you do to make the drama shows come to life at Huron.
Next on the program is the Marvelous Music Department. This year was a busy one. The pop choir performed at My Art. All the bands and choirs also performed at Music Night in December. And we can't forget about how much fun Coffee House was in the drama room.
Tonight, Mrs. Marcus will be announcing the students who earned certificates this year. But before she does, the entire music department joined musical forces to rewrite and perform their own version of the song American Pie by Don McLean. Here's Mrs. Marcus, Miss Merritt, Mrs. Semple, and Mr. Trothan. Enjoy!
2, 1, 2.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile.
And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But then Doug Ford, he made me shiver with the quarantine that he delivered. Now it's self-isolation. I hate this situation.
I miss my students and their guitars. I was teaching them to be rock stars. I chose such epic repertoire. But now the music's died.
So bye-bye to ensemble time. The woodwind breeze locked up at school are brittle and dry. We're stuck at home, giving distance at a try. Saying Chromebooks are the way to get by. Chromebooks are the way to get by. Where did all the band members go? They used to sit there, row on row, blasting notes in harmony.
Can't see the pop choir crew unless I go on Meet or Zoom, where I would never put their mics on mute. This pandemic should be over soon. Sadly, not before the end of June. But I'm not giving in to thoughts of what might have been.
I'm gonna persevere, I'm gonna play these chords. I'm gonna sing and hand out arts awards. So come on, Huskies of the Waterloo Board, don't let the music die.
Join us in singing bye-bye to ensemble time. We'll still be singing all day and night, keep our spirits high. We're all in this together, on that you can rely. Singing this will be the day we reply, that we won't let the music die.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Marcus here. Just wanted to take this opportunity to say hello to everyone and address everyone on this very special night that is our Arts Awards Banquet. I'm just really happy to see everybody. I know I can't technically see you, but I know that you're out there watching and listening, and that makes me feel really happy. We can't actually eat together, but I hope that you found something delicious to snack on, or maybe you're eating your supper in front of the computer, on your phone, or wherever it is that you're watching this recording. So I have some very special certificates to sort of give out tonight. We don't give out awards for the music department at the Arts Banquet, but we give out certificates of recognition. And these certificates are aimed at the grade 12 graduating students who have really gone above and beyond in their dedication to our program. So the 11 students who I'm going to identify in a moment have taken one or more music courses every year that they've been here at Huron Heights, and they've also participated in one or more music ensembles every year that they've been here. So some of them have actually been in 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 some years. It depends on what's running. And the level of commitment they have shown really makes a difference to all of us. The music teachers, Ms. Merritt, Mr. Trothan, Ms. Semple, myself, we really appreciate these students because they do so much to help energize those around them. They use the talents and the skills that they pick up during the classes, and they bring them to the ensembles, and then they apply them to the repertoire there, and it just makes everything that much better. We just appreciate the interest that they show, the way they mentor younger students, just the involvement, the engagement, and just what wonderful people they are. So I wish I could actually hand them a certificate tonight. If I had, I'd hold them right here and I'd say, here you go. But we actually are getting certificates printed. They're being printed while you're watching this. They're probably done by now, and they'll be mailed out to you, so you'll receive a certificate at home if you're one of those graduating students who is getting the certificate of recognition. And again, we're recognizing that extra above and beyond commitment to ensembles and classes every single year. So I'm going to read the list of names and tell you who they are. And I hope that you're watching. Those are the people that I'm talking to, and everybody else that you're feeling happy knowing that this will be you at some point. I'm hoping when you get to grade 12. So I'm just going to look above the screen from it so I can see those names. And we have Micaiah A. We have Samuel A. We have Marley B. Cameron C., Vincent G., Jordan K., Braden S., Sarah S., Emily T., Ron V., and Sabrina Z. So this is such a special group of people. And I wish that I could see you in person to tell each and every one of you how much we all as teachers hope the best for you in the future with whatever it is that you do. We know you're going to be successful because of the incredible work ethic you all have, the conscientiousness that you've shown, and just the joy that you take in being involved in things and throwing yourself in wholeheartedly. So I just want to say something else just to the group as a whole of music students. It's been a really difficult semester, right? This wasn't what we expected. And I know that a lot of you feel cheated that you didn't get a chance to be at school, especially for those of you that were in your last semester. You're cut off from friends, you're cut off from classes that you've enjoyed. Maybe some classes you're glad you've been cut off of, but still, it's not the same thing that you were in for, right? We feel like that too as teachers. I was really looking forward to doing my senior class because it just was going to be such a great opportunity experience, and I only got you for 6 weeks. So it's really hard to have faced this. But what I want to let you know is I want you to think, when you think back to your high school experience, don't let this be the defining moment, right? This isn't it at all. The COVID pandemic is something that you can tell your children someday, but that's not what makes your high school experience. When you think back over high school, I want you to think back over the 4 years, the big picture. Think of the music nights. Think of the feeder school concerts, the bus rides that we'd had going there, the setting up frantically and playing, and the fun that you have being with friends out of the school performing. The festivals that gave us that same experience as well. Think of the lunchtime rehearsals when we used to have them at lunch, and you'd come in and eat your lunch a few times a week with friends and just goof around until it was time to play. Then we moved to after school rehearsals. We weren't sure how that was going to go, and then it was great because you had a chance to, after school, kind of decompress, hang out with friends, make great music, and just have fun. That's what you need to remember, because that's what our music experience together was all about. So I just want you to know how much we are going to miss those who are graduating, how much we're looking forward to seeing everyone else back again in September and getting things going. Whatever that looks like, we don't know yet, but we're going to make it great. And it's going to be more music and more fun and more talent and all the rest of it. So to those that we aren't going to see in a class setting again, come back and visit so you can tell us what you're doing, how exciting your prospects are and what wonderful things you're up to. And we will exclaim over them and be excited to see you. It's not goodbye. It's just your chance to go out and come back with more stories to tell us. And everybody else, make sure that you're back. Join up in music again. Come on out, sing with us, play with us. We're going to make things work however we can so that we have that wonderful experience continuing. Okay? So happy Arts Banquet to everyone, and enjoy the rest of the evening and keep on making music. Take care.
That was awesome. Not only do we have talented music students at Huron, our music teachers are also super talented. Of course, we already knew that from listening to the teacher act at my art.
Did you know that Mrs. Semple and Mr. Trothan have both recorded their own albums? It might be worth Googling after the show. I know I will.
Next up is the dance category. Unfortunately, nobody has gotten to experience the overwhelming epicness of my dance skills at Huron. Nevertheless, we are extremely fortunate to have 4 different dance groups at Huron. The dance team, whose performance highlighted Clash this year, the cheerleading club, who pumped up the fans at sports games, and K-pop, the Korean-inspired pop dancers who performed at our assemblies, and of course, HPOC dancers, who also rocked the assemblies and calf stage for their lunchtime events.
I think we're all pretty fortunate we didn't have to see your dance moves to beach. But anyways, here are a few personal messages from the staff sponsors of each of these groups.
Hi Huskies, Ms. Diebold here on behalf of the Huron Heights cheerleading team. Coaching you this year was easily one of my highlights. The talent inside of this team is astronomical. And a massive shout out to Lauren and Daniela, who are the reason that we had a cheerleading team, our very first cheerleading team, and one of the only ones in our school board. Your legwork is what made our team happen. To the whole team, you got yourselves to school very early for morning practices, some of them at 6 a.m. Your energy, your excitement, and your spirit, I think, made the games that we were at. You brought the energy, you brought the spirit, and it was inspiring. You were the highlight of many of my mornings and afternoons at games. I just want to say a huge congratulations on your accomplishments this year, and I am counting down until we can have our next season of cheer. I miss you all, and congratulations again.
Hi everyone, I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the efforts and achievements of Huron's own K-pop dance team. You guys were awesome. You rocked the audiences this year with your performances in the gym and on stage in the CAF, and your dedication is fierce. I think you would have rehearsed 5 days a week if you could have. That also brings me to acknowledging and thanking Ms. Kwan, Ms. Saipos, and Ms. Diebold for donating their time after school to supervise your rehearsals. I know that it's sad that you were not able to perform at the Multicultural Festival this year or the end of year assembly, but honestly, that just makes me more excited and looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us next year. So keep up the great work, guys. I can't wait to see you all again soon, but this time in person. Thanks for hosting this, Ms. Merritt. Take care, everyone.
Hello Huskies, Mr. Klink and some of our HPOC staff here to congratulate you on all of your achievements this past year, for your amazing performances, whether it's performance art or visual arts. You are a group that is truly a force to be reckoned with. Speaking specifically on behalf of HPOC, here's Miss Rayburn.
Throughout the 2019-2020 school year, the Huron People of Color group showcased their amazing talents in voice, dance, visual art, and fashion.
We are incredibly proud of our HPOC members for their dedication to celebrating and sharing cultural diversity through the arts.
Our HPOC students have proven time and again that their passion for diversity and social justice is unmatched. We've been inspired by their willingness to share their experiences with the whole Husky community.
We want to encourage more students to join the group next year and help educate and speak up.
So again, congratulations HPOC on all of your achievements, and we're looking forward to seeing you again next year.
Hi guys, although our season was cut short before the annual spring showcase this year saw our biggest influx in new dancers yet, and my excitement for what they have in store for next year is palpable. It's crazy, off the charts. So to start off our awards, I wanted to start with the Spirit Award, which goes to a first-year dancer that demonstrated impressive commitment to the team. She gave 100% not only in every performance, but also at every single rehearsal. So give it up for Olivia Castillo. Thanks guys, so much excitement. Thank you so much. So continuing on, we have our Creativity Award. That goes to a fourth-year dancer that put in countless hours choreographing our many numbers and also making sure that our dancers were prepared on stage. If everybody could give a round of applause to our team captain, Ingrid Park. Thanks, guys. Too much. Settle it down. We still have one more to go. So lastly, our Leadership Award goes to a first-year dancer. She's actually a senior student, but it was her first year trying out dance. She never missed a single rehearsal. Despite being new to the team and having minimal dance experience at her audition, she inspired us all with her positive attitude and willingness to take risks. So a big congratulations to Lexis Reed. Thanks for a great year, dancers. I hope to see you all next year, and have a really great summer.
Thank
That
you
was awesome.
to all the staff members this year for your personal messages to each of the dance groups you sponsored. You all were amazing.
The next presentation is the Snappy Happy Visual Arts Department. You'll see why they're snappy when they present their Visual Arts Awards. Highlights from the Visual Arts Department include the field trip to the ROM and the art show and sale that takes place in the library every year at the senior arts classes.
I always love seeing the massive art wall in the cafeteria at every arts banquet. There's so many beautiful pieces there that must have taken hours and hours to create. Luckily, we'll still get to see some of these amazing art pieces tonight. Here are Miss Merritt, Mrs. Shantz, and Miss Marina, who are presenting the Visual Arts Awards.
Hi Huskies, it's Miss Merritt posing as a pop art character in Snapchat. One of my favorite art genres, the pop art culture, made famous in the 1950s by Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, and Yayoi Kusama, who we went to go see at the AGO a few years ago. So I'm going to introduce our Arts Awards this evening. Spanish painter Juan Miro once said that a simple line painted with a brush can lead to freedom and happiness. Since COVID-19 started, we've all felt the effects of social isolation and have struggled with finding joy in this dark time. For some people, painting, drawing, sculpting, taking photographs, or designing media is that creative outlet to express their emotions. Tonight, we celebrate some of these students and hope that we all remember how important visual art is, not only for self-expression and communication, but also for our individual well-being. Now, here are some amazing examples of art that our Huron students have created this year.
Hi, this is Mrs. Shantz coming to you through Snapchat as the Mona Lisa. This Renaissance masterpiece by Leonardo da Vinci is considered to be one of the best known and most parodied works of art in the world. It takes a great amount of time, effort, and patience to commit yourself to the arts. Tonight, we'd like to recognize the students who have chosen to take one of the visual arts in each of their 4 years here at HHSS. We thank you not only for your commitment to your creativity, but for sharing your creativity and talent with the rest of us.
And the awards for participation go to Madison B., Mackenzie P., Daria P., Paige S., Tyler B., Isabella B., Meshkat E., India M., Brooklyn M., Amy P., Moira R., Liam S., Cynthia W., Indigo W., Kayla L., Ryan M., and Taylor B. Congratulations, everyone.
This is Miss Marina speaking in the image of Frida Kahlo, one of Mexico's greatest artists. Frida is one of my favorite artists, not just for her artwork, but the person that she was. She was born during a time it wasn't accepted for women to lead independent lives, but she stayed true to herself and channeled her creativity in order to paint that truth. She suffered through polio and a horrible accident in her teens left her in a lot of pain for her whole life. But today, we remember her as an incredible person who persevered, and she is an artist that we can continue to look to for inspiration. On behalf of the visual arts teachers, we miss you all so very much, and we hope that you continue to explore your artistic talents for years to come. If you're in grade 10 or 11 and are thinking of pursuing a career in the arts, you might want to join our SHSM program. It's a great way to earn credits towards your diploma, and you get to take part in a lot of fun extracurricular activities like field trips. Email Mrs. Shantz for more details. I want to leave you with a truth that Frida once told herself. Feet, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly? We miss you. Have a great summer. See you next year.
Wow, I guess Snapchat isn't just for students anymore. Thank you to all the visual arts teachers who inspire our students to create. And thank you to our fellow Huskies who share their artistic talents with us every single year.
Next up in the program is guitar Comtech teacher extraordinaire. Yes, you know it. It's the only Mr. Trothan. For the past few years, Mr. Trothan has also been the staff sponsor for Sky Radio at Huron.
I remember a time when I was extremely ashamed of my voice before I had joined Sky Radio. After joining the team, I learned to embrace my voice, and before I knew it, I started to love my voice for all its loudness and strange inflections. That's what makes it unique. Although I've been a member for only a year, I look forward to what it holds in store next year.
As a Sky Radio member for 2 years now, I've had the amazing opportunity to be a part of this club. I can't remember a single time where I didn't walk out of the Sky Radio room with a smile on my face, whether it was from goofing around with my Thursday team or listening to Mr. Trothan's terrible dad jokes.
I know what you mean. If there's any Sky Radio members watching, make some noise in the chat. We want to know that your hard work, talent, and ultimately tolerance for Mr. Trothan's dad jokes is appreciated. And now, without further ado, here's Mr. Trothan with this year's Sky Radio Awards.
So welcome, I'm Mr. Trothan. I'm here to hand out 5 Sky Radio awards to the Sky Radio crew, who I miss dearly. I think the Sky Radio crew is the best Sky Radio crew that's ever been, which is a big statement. Although it's only the second Sky Radio crew that I've run, which makes the claim seem less. But I don't think it's less. I think this will continue to be the best one ever, forever. So I'll start with the Best Voice Award. Is Rose for Best Voice. It was a wonderful voice, just so clear. It reminds me of a GPS I used to have when people used GPSs, like the standalone device. You know, and when I would put on that setting, it would be like, if I missed a turn, it would be like, we're rerouting you. And I'd be like, that's great. You know, I feel like if that voice told me I was driving off a cliff, I'd be like, you know, things are meant, you know, whatever will be, will be. You know, it's just calming voice. Okay, we'll go into the announcer awards. So the new announcer award goes to Maddie. Maddie is winning the new announcer award, but part of the reason she's winning is because she just seems like she's been doing Sky Radio for years and years. She just kind of gets it. She comes in, she's focused, she's always on time. She's also like having fun. When I think of Maddie, she's like standing at the mic, usually smiling and laughing, but she's also like ready to go. So she's that wonderful mix of like, yeah, having a good time, enjoying the process, but also like serious about it. So there you go. Maddie, best new announcer. Announcer of the Year award goes to Ermi. Ermi just has an energy about her. Whenever she was in the Wednesday crew, which was a great, again, every day is great, but the Wednesday crew just had this like liveliness to it. It was very exciting to listen to. And when Ermi would get on the mic and say, "It's Wednesday and I'm Ermi," it's just like, I mean, Wednesday is a tricky day. You know, middle of the week, like it's kind of like the weekend's on its way, but you know, there's still a few more days to go. So Wednesdays can be tricky. So hearing Ermi's voice on the speakers was just a pick-me-up. But then again, in this pandemic, I've sort of lost track of what days are or what they feel like anymore. So I think I'm filming this on a Wednesday. But again, I don't know. Announcer of the Year, Ermi. All right, last two awards are related to producers, New Producer Award and the Producer of the Year Award. Interestingly, these two awards are going to new producers, which is a first, but again, this is only the second year. But that seems like an unprecedented thing, which is apparently the word of the year. New Producer of the Year goes to Shilpa. Last year, Shilpa won an award. It was called the Pinnacle Award, which does not exist this year, but she's just, the idea of the Pinnacle was that she was like the go-to, she was like the heart of Sky Radio, and she continued to be that, moving from announcer to producer, and again, she just got it really fast, and she was always available. She ended up producing 2 days a week usually, and just like all around fantastic producer in every sense. So New Producer of the Year award goes to Shilpa. Which brings us to our last award. And that would be Producer of the Year award, which goes to Kyria, who is also a new producer, as I said. And she got it right away as well. And I think my favorite story with Kyria this year is that I was away one day this year because I wasn't feeling well, I guess. I don't know. And so it's tricky because I have to play O Canada. We play O Canada in the morning and stuff. And so I emailed Kyria and said, "Can you produce? Can you do all these things? Can you make it happen?" You know, it's like a lot to put on someone. And you know, the day went by. I got better. I went in the next day, and then I talked to her, and she told me that she produced. Like they ran into a technical issue and she produced without being able to hear it back. Like she couldn't, which is to say she recorded it, didn't know what it sounded like, and then broadcast it. Which sounds reckless, but I listened back to it. And it was like perfect, you know. So again, there you go. What else do you need to prove that she's Producer of the Year? It's like Beethoven didn't need to be able to hear to go dun 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 dun. Kyria doesn't need to hear back the track, like she doesn't need to hear the show back to know that it's just pristine and she can record it in one go and she's doing all the copies. So, there you go. So in closing, which I probably don't have time to do, but I'm going to anyway. I love the Sky Radio crew. I hope you're all doing well. I miss you dearly. You were a great way to start the day. I miss reading random facts. Which random fact, the track playing under this video is the one that I sampled to make the like fact of the day video. It's called Facts of Love by someone, I don't know, it doesn't matter who. And yeah, that's it. I miss you guys and congrats to the award winners. There you go. I only made one dad joke, Jackie. I hope that's okay.
Thanks for that, Mr. T. It really means a lot to us. Now, excuse my bad Mr. T impression, but no, I don't hate him, but I pity the fools who don't appreciate your speech.
Finally, our last message comes from Mr. Rubicini, one of the staff sponsors of MyArt. What does MyArt stand for again, Devich?
Musical youth articulating raw talent. That's right.
Hello, Artistic Huskies. I hope you're all doing well. On behalf of the MyArt staff sponsors, we would like to sincerely thank all of the cast and crew for making the 2019 MyArt so awesome. In particular, we'd like to give a shout out to our directors. It wasn't always easy, but this group really came into their own and brought so much passion, organization, and talent to MyArt. We were so lucky to have this group take on such strong leadership roles. They were the best thing we've never had, you could say. Thank you, Marley, Ermi, Pedro, Abby, and Jaden for all your hard work. We hope you'll either be a big part of the next MyArt as returning students or come to see the show from the audience as alumni, even for one night only. And on that note, big shout out to all our grads who have participated in MyArt over the years. Watching you develop as performers and musicians has been a huge pleasure. Congratulations, we won't forget you. Now, if you're already thinking about MyArt 2020, that's awesome. But we're not going to be doing any serious planning just yet, and that includes our director applications. We're going to be waiting till the new school year. It's just too soon, and we don't know enough about what September will bring. But don't you worry about a thing. It can't hold us. We'll make sure the word gets out loud and clear about director applications once we're ready to roll. Thanks again, directors, cast and crew of MyArt. All the best, everybody. Stay safe.
I hope that's Mr. Rubicini's real hair in that video. I guess we'll have to wait until September to find out. This year was the 10th anniversary of the show, and it was the best one yet.
You know, on my part, I'm not going to lie, the pressure was on for this year's show. But as usual, I had a blast behind the drum kit and in front of it. This year was filled with some of my favorite performances to watch and to play. Plus, it's a pretty rare sight to see our high school principal blasting beats to a Metallica banger. It is a sight to behold.
I couldn't agree more. To me, I got to meet so many crazy talented people, including you, Devich, and your killer drum solos. It was epic.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, before signing off for the evening, we have a few epic student performances that we want to share with all of you. In the opening video, we hear Sydney playing the melody of Beethoven's Ode to Joy on the piano. Thanks for sharing your talents with us, Sydney.
In this next video clip, we will hear Isabella play the ukulele and sing a beautiful version of the song Coffee. Then hear Ikra read her thought-provoking poem called Broken Wing, followed by an emotional, dramatic reading by Davis from the Laramie Project. Lastly, we'll hear Marley sing harmony with herself to a sweet cover of You Belong to Me.
I'm Isabella, and today I'll be playing Coffee by Bia Chris. Hope you guys like it. Don't stay awake for too long, don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed. And I promise that one day I'll feel fine. And I promise that one day I'll feel alright. A bird stuck on a tree. Too controlled by the idea of success, she forgets what it means to be free. Entangled by her own misery, as she continues to fly upward, hiding her injury. What will they say, she thinks? What can they do? A voice says back. Desperately, she looks around for the source of this voice, seeking the company she lacks. Finding nothing, she continues forward, despite hearing the crack. So she stumbles along, burning her broken wing, twisting the idea of what it means to be strong. And so, inevitably, she falls. Permanently scarring her mobility, she falls. Why, in a world so dependent on our connections, do we continue to so heavily base life on our egotistic independence?
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
My son Matthew did not look like a winner. He was rather uncoordinated, wore braces from the age of 13 until the day he died. However, in his all too brief life, he proved that he was a winner. On October 6th, 1998, my son tried to show the world that he could win again. On October 12th, 1998, my firstborn son and my hero lost. On October 12th, 1998, my firstborn son and my hero died 50 days before his 22nd birthday. I keep wondering the same thing that I did when I first saw him in the hospital. What would he have become? How could he have changed his piece of the world to make it better? Matt officially died in a hospital in Fort Collins, Colorado. He actually died outside of Laramie on a fence. You, Mr. McKinney, with your friend Mr. Henderson, left him out there by himself. But he wasn't alone. There were his lifelong friends with him. Friends that he had grown up with. You're probably wondering who these friends were. First, you had the beautiful night sky and the same stars and moon that we used to see through a telescope. Then, you had the daylight and the sun to shine on him. Through it all, he was breathing in the scent of pine trees from the snowy range. He heard the wind, the ever-present Wyoming wind, for the last time. He had one more friend with him. He had God. And I feel better knowing he wasn't alone. Matt's beating, hospitalization, and funeral focused worldwide attention on hate. Good is coming out of evil. People have said enough is enough. I miss my son, but I am proud to be able to say that he is my son. Judy has been quoted as being against the death penalty. It has been stated that Matt was against the death penalty. Both of these statements are wrong. Matt believed that there were crimes and incidents that justified the death penalty. I too believe the death penalty. I would like nothing better than to see you die, Mr. McKinney. However, this is the time to begin the healing process, to show mercy to someone who didn't show any mercy. Mr. McKinney, I am going to grant you life, as hard as it is for me to do so, because of Matthew. Every time you celebrate Christmas, a birthday, the 4th of July, remember that Matt isn't. Every time you wake up in your prison cell, remember that you had a chance and an opportunity and the ability to stop your actions that night. You robbed me of something very precious, and I will never forgive you for that. Mr. McKinney, I give you life in the memory of one who no longer lives. May you have a long life, and may you thank Matthew every day for it.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're a part of my heart. And tonight you belong to me. Way down by the stream, how sweet it would seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone. But tonight you belong to me, just a little old me. Way down by the stream, how sweet it would seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone. But tonight you belong to me, just a little old me.
Thank you all for sharing your talents with us.
Every one of you were amazing. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of this year's virtual arts banquet. What a year it has been.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank the wonderful staff for dedicating an enormous amount of their time to help Huron students develop their artistic talents and for making this visual arts banquet possible.
Thank you to the tech crew for always making our music and drama productions sound and look their best. They're always behind the scenes, but we want them to know that we appreciate them. Also, shout out to Ms. Merritt, Mr. Trothan, Mr. Lamont, and Mr. Rubicini for taking their time out to smoothly run this amazing event. We couldn't have done it without either of you.
And finally, I want to thank my epic dance skills for bringing light into an otherwise dark world. I'm just kidding. I want to thank all of you watching for supporting the arts at Huron by signing up for the classes, getting involved in the many bands, groups, choirs, and clubs, and for joining the Arts Banquet broadcast this evening.
We hope that even in these times of uncertainty, we all continue to participate in the arts and keep our creative spirits alive.
We want to sign off this broadcast with the pop choir singing their version of Photograph to photos of what our staff and students have been up to this spring.
See you next year, Huskies. Davich and Jackie's signing off.
Good night.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes. But it's the only thing that I know. Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes. But it's the only thing that I know.
When it gets hard, you know it can times. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves. Our eyes are never closing, our hearts were never broken, ties forever frozen still. So you can keep